In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to never hit a cap in your solar sales. Thank you once again for joining me for another solar video on the channel. My name is Ivan and I own a solar growth marketing agency. We're focused on solar lead generation and solar sales. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you do by smashing the button down below. But what I care about more though is paying the fee, which is if you like the content of these videos, make sure you share it with a friend. Don't keep it to yourself. Share it in Facebook groups, whatever it might be. If a conversation comes up and people asking about where you're getting the goodies, refer us, right? Just send them a link to the channel, all right? So what I want to talk to you about today is something very simple, but not many people talk about in the industry, and that is how to actually make sure that you continue to scale. Let's say you now have 5 employees, or 6, 7, 8, right? Whatever the number might be currently, what you want to keep, what you want to make sure that you always have in mind is that you have A players on your team, right? And that you continue to grow. Now, if you want to make sure that you do that, obviously the first thing you want to make sure is that you have an outbound acquisition method. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna write down something on the board and I'm gonna show you what I mean exactly. So if you've never heard about a quad marketing calendar, looks something like this, okay? It's very simple, but you have internal, you have external, okay? And then you have employees, and then you have prospects, okay? Okay. The first thing you want to do is internal for the employees. So if you want to have a growing community, a growing culture, and a growing company, you want to make sure that you always keep your employees and everyone on the team on the same page. So you always have to keep, repeating, iterating the mission statement within the company right here, okay? And I'm talking about you guys in solar because I know obviously, with salespeople and everyone within the organization, there's a lot of people leave. There's a huge churn rate. And so the way to actually reduce that churn rate is to have a mission statement, okay, and a vision that everyone is aware of within the company. Yes, I'm talking about salespeople still, okay? But you always had to iterate what the mission and vision for the company is so they can be bought. Everyone can be bought within the same vision and mission statement of the company, and they know where everyone's headed, okay? And so if you want him to continue work for you and not go to somebody else that was gonna offer him a little bit of a higher payout, like that's what you need to keep doing, okay? Because not everything is about money, right? Although having a good payout, it always does come handy when you're talking about A players. Now, this is obviously internal prospecting. This is where you make sure that you get more out of your customers, current customers. And that comes in a form of referrals, word of mouth, incentivizing people, nurturing the current leads that you have to make sure that, they spread the word and give you more leads and more opportunities that come your way. So a lot of people do that. Then external prospecting. There's a lot of people that obviously have growing organizations that run a lot of ads. So a lot of people will have that. And like what I'm talking about is having outbound, maybe you have a cold calling system set up. Maybe you have like a nurturing system set up, right? That nurtures all the leads and everything else. You have landing pages, you have sales funnel built out, you have ads running online, right? And so most people have this one, okay? But nobody has this thing right here, and that is employees external. So what I am saying is, if you want to continue to grow and obviously be attracting A players at all times, you need to make sure that you have an acquisition process. And this I see a lot, by the way, because I'm working with a lot of people that don't have an acquisition process that is systematic and is laid out to where everyone within the organization knows what's going on, right? So almost nobody has an external employee generation process. The same way you have an external prospecting methods going out in the form of running ads, nurturing leads, landing pages, sales funnels, all that good stuff, setting appointments, doing appointments, right? You need to have the same thing right here to make sure that the system, so any system will grow until it's constrained, right? That's the cap of your solar sales. Hence why the video is called never hit a cap in your solar sales, right? That's exactly how you're gonna achieve that, because even if you have a spot on system right here, if you don't have an acquisition process, if you don't have a system that is perfectly laid out for everyone to join your company, right? And what I am talking about is having ads going out there that attract people, right? We do that for our clients. If you want to learn how to do that, you can schedule a call down below. But, you know, have a system for attracting people. You can do this on Indeed. You can do this on, you know, other websites such as Indeed, like Indeed. You can do this on Facebook, Google, YouTube. It doesn't matter, right? You could have literally some people on your team that, you know, private message other people in the industry that are in sales, right? You need to have an acquisition process right here, right? For the employees. You need to have a systematic way of nurturing, of getting in front of people, nurturing these people, setting interviews, doing interviews, you know, which are sales, by the way. And obviously onboarding new people onto your team, because as you grow, the quickest way, guys, the quickest way to scale right here is very simple. Just pump in, like find something that actually works for you, right? And pump more money into it, okay? Have a bigger ad budget, you know, start spending more on a daily basis, whatever, right? And your lead generation, your appointment set, everything will grow. But if you need people to join your team and you're not doing this, you're gonna be in big trouble, because the people that you currently have can only handle so much, right? And so I hope this was of value to you guys. This was a very sort of like a short video, but I wanted to keep it short. Again, the reason for it, I've had some conversations with people about this recently, and you know, usually people are aware that they're missing good people within the organization at the last minute, all right? They're like, oh, okay, we need more people. We need more salespeople. You know, all of a sudden, instead of growing like this, they grow like this, because they don't have people, right? And you cannot grow exponentially if you don't have the people in places to do so, all right? So again, if you like the content of this video, give it a thumbs up so we push it up in the YouTube algorithm, and also make sure you share it with a friend, all right? Now, if you listen to this in a podcast format and you enjoy that, then obviously make sure that you check out the YouTube video as well. And again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again on the next one. Take care.